And my wife says, I love this. We need more truth, evidence-based information out there. So, yeah, just so you know, and I'm sure as soon as I say this, someone can pull up something from the 1960s or 70s and say, oh, you're wrong, Travis. And okay, fine, I'm wrong. But to the best of my knowledge, nowadays you'll hear this phrase, evidence-based turfgrass management. When I was at UF, I'd never heard that before. I'd never heard of the phrase evidence-based turfgrass management. And I ran that by a colleague of mine at UF, and he's like, that's brilliant. You need to trademark that. And so we got on the phone with attorneys at UF, and they're like, yeah, it's probably not something you want to mess with, and it's, whatever. So we didn't do it. But that phrase, I mean, again, maybe someone had it before this, but I never heard it ever. And that phrase came up when my wife and I were having dinner in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, taking care of a 3-year-old or 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. We're having dinner, and she goes, "Oh, we're required to follow evidence-based dentistry." And I'm like, "That's brilliant! Evidence-based turfgrass management. We should do that same thing." And so that's where all that came from. All this, not the phrase evidence-based. That's been around for ages, but evidence-based turfgrass management, as far as I can tell, was coined by my wife essentially at a dinner table. So, and she's a dentist. She doesn't know anything about turf. She knows more about pesticides than I do, probably. So, and she knows almost nothing about it. So, so that came from her, as far as I can tell.